Alright, hi Dr. Hanashiro, this is Azmi. This is the extra credit that I was telling you about a couple weeks ago. It took me a while to figure out how to do like video capture on my computer, so that's why it took me so long to send this in. But yeah, this game is called Total War Shogun 2, and it takes place during the Sengoku period of Japan. They also have expansions to the game, so not only does it take place during that timeline, it also has the Fall of the Samurai, which is like unequal treaties when that was introduced, and then the Rise of the Samurai, which is kind of like early period Minamoto no Yoshi type timeline. But yeah, one of the battles that I want to show you for the extra credit assignment, that is the Battle of Anagawa, and this takes place right in this little region over here in the Omi province, I believe, and it was fought between Oda Nobunaga and his alliance with Tokugawa Ieyasu against the Asai and Asakura clans. I remember we talked about in class how Oda Nobunaga had actually married his sister to Asai Nagamasa, and that's how they had their alliance, through marriage. And of course, as Oda Nobunaga was attacking the Asakura, the Azai had a more long-standing relationship with them, so when that started happening, they sided with the Asakura. The Azai did, that is. You'll even see Oichi in this game at one point. They'll pop her up, but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. This is the battle map. As you can see, there's river down the center, castle at the top right here, all the generals for the opposing team on the right hand side, all in red, and then I will be playing as Tokugawa Ieyasu in the yellow, Oda Nobunaga, and then the enemy generals will all be controlled by the computer, but me and Oda are on the same team, same alliance. They even have little blurbs at the bottom, like quotes from influential people, or they'll have excerpts from the Book of the Five Rings, things of that nature.
This is the province of Omi. The year is 1570. Oda Nobunaga and Tokugawa Ieyasu are marching north along the eastern shore of Lake Biwa. Nobunaga means to fight Asai Nagamasa, his brother-in-law, and Nagamasa's allies, the Asakura clan, who have plotted against him. The Asai and Asakura armies are in a defensive position along the Anegawa River. Their position blocks the plain beneath the Asai's most formidable fortress, Odani Castle. Watching the battle from the castle above will be Nagamasa's father, Asai Hisamasa. Oda Nobunaga's sister, Oichi, is also in the castle. Nobunaga wants her back. Oda Nobunaga knows that he has the Asai cornered. If he defeats them, there will be no escape for anyone in Odani Castle. He has split his army. The Oda will meet the Asai on the right. On the left, the Tokugawa will face the Asakura. If his battle plan works, then the two wings should attack Odani Castle from either side. Tokugawa Ieyasu is confident and knows that his army will play a crucial role in today's victory.
Commander! Lord Nobunaga is engaging the enemy and requests us to cross the river to support his attack.
Alright, real quick, I'm just going to go through and look at the kind of army that I have. Again, I am Tokugawa Ieyasu, and let's see here. Just on the front here I have Bo Ashigaru. Ashigaru apparently is a term that means like common foot soldier. These are probably like Nobushi that joined up through conscription or some other thing from their province's daimyo, Sengoku daimyo, and just never left. Just kept going with it and kept going to battle after battle. Not the most trained, not the wealthiest. As you can see, their armor is really run-of-the-mill. Nothing really special about it. No shoulder pads or anything like that. Yeah. I'm just going to go on to this back line right here. We have Katana Samurai, as the game calls them. These are your Bushi. You know, top of the line. Their armor's a lot better in comparison to the Ashigaru. Each unit kind of has their own little look to them too. They're not all the same, which is nice considering this game. This guy has like a face mask and a thing on his helmet. But yeah, you can just kind of see for yourself. They all have their katanas and whatnot. Flag bearer right here. More katana. Here we have Yari Ashigaru. Yari is a term that apparently means spears, so these are your spearmen. Again, Ashigaru, common foot soldiers, so just armor and spears. Nothing too crazy. The Naginata Samurai. The Naginata is like a very long samurai sword, just longer pull to hold it on. But these guys are definitely dangerous. This must be like the captain or something. He's got his own little vest. He's very distinguished from everybody else. More Yari down here. And then you have your spear samurai. Back here we have cavalry. The Yari, the spear cavalry. This is my general. Let's see if I can find him right quick. Yeah, this one's my general right here. This would be Tokugawa Ieyasu. They always kind of distinguish him by not having any of the big bubble things on their back. Apparently they wore those to catch arrows that were being shot at them, so they would just get caught up in these big bubble things on the back made of cloth and whatnot. But yeah, this would be Tokugawa Ieyasu. And then just sword cavalry. And back here I have ninjas. I don't really know anything about the ninjas, I'm going to be honest about that. So I'm just going to get started with the battle and see how things go from there. Oh, and those guys in yellow across would be Oda Nobunaga and his men. So I'm lining up all my men just right on the beach here. I'm putting those Bo Ashigaru out in front. I'm going to see if I can just start shooting at them and bait them to come after me. That way I don't have to cross this river. Crossing the river just seems like a bad idea. I might get some of my men stuck. Let's see. Might slow them down, which means they can get the upper hand on me. Baiting them sounds like a better idea. See how Oda and his men are doing. That's him. Alright, my guys look like they're in position. I'm just going to move up this one guy right here up a little bit. Just kind of cover up the flank. And then I'm going to start shooting. Those arrows look powerful. You can actually see like the blood coming off of one of the characters that they hit. Alright, well my plan to bait them actually worked, so we'll just fire off a couple more and then I'll run them back. That looks good. The Ashigaru have a ability called Spear Wall. Pretty simple, they just stick out their spears in front of them, almost like a phalanx. This just kind of keeps cavalry from running straight into them. And we're fighting. What's going on over here? Whoa. This almost looks a little comical, these ninjas running away from these people.
Our opponents fall before us, yet the Ota face more resistance. Perhaps we should send men to their aid.
I think they have cavalry out there. Oh, that guy looks rough. Alright, I'm gonna move my guys across the river. Oh, those will mess someone up. I swear I thought I saw some cavalry out here.
The Oda have committed their reserves to battle. We should assist where we can. My lord, word has come that the Asai commander is in retreat towards the castle. Defeat his army, and they will be surrounded.
I knew there was. I knew they had cavalry. This is a very bloody battle. To be entirely honest, I already knew there was cavalry there. More or less, just kind of wanted to point out, I remember in class we were always talking about how samurai needed to be on guard all of the time, and so surprises just never were a thing. Like, there's no such thing as an unfair advantage, because as a samurai you can't be surprised. You know, that's part of the rules. And sneak attacks are just the best way to do anything. Like we were talking about I think it was the Hogan War, and they had that assault on the castle, and both the dad and the son had the idea to attack at night. That plays a lot in this game, just like right now when that cavalry was just hiding in the forest. You know, you got to be prepared for that stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was in this video so you could see that. Also, by the way, I'm just going to be doing the actual battle, like this part right here. I'm not going to be recording the assault on the castle, just for the interest of time. This is probably going to wind out to be 20 minutes, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. Though, if you think this is pretty cool, and would let me do this again as an extra credit assignment, I'll do it. I'll do the castle. Like, now, I don't know why these guys are just standing here. I can't click on them. They were supposed to have routed and run away. Like, as you can see in the black box, it says they're routing, but they're just there. So I don't quite understand. For some reason, the words aren't. But it won't say the words. I don't know why it's not doing that. But either way, Lady Oichi has been released from the castle. So Oda Nobunaga's sister is being let go. It's a very honorable thing for Issei Nagamasa to do. Yeah, as I said before, I'm only going to do the actual the battle on the river. I'm not going to do the castle, again, just for the interest of time. The importance of this battle was that because of the shaky relationship that Oda had with the Azai, kind of hindered him on a lot of things that he was trying to do. Like, he was launching offensives against the Asakura, and then after Azai and Asakura joined forces, it was just like, okay, well, now he's got to figure something out. And that's when he called upon Tokugawa Ieyasu, and they led their forces in there. It kind of freed him from that alliance, which allowed him to go on and keep going through Japan, conquering lands and things of that nature. I do believe this was the first battle that Toyotomi Hideyoshi had led his own command of troops. I don't think he was leading all of these troops, but he had his own stable of men that he was telling to do things, which is a pretty big deal at the time for him. But yeah, this would be kind of like the start of that triumvirate that they had between Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Oda Nobunaga, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If it's cool for me to do this again as an extra credit, I'd love to know. Give me some feedback as far as like the historical accuracies. I don't know where the ninjas got grenades from. That I'd love to figure out. I've played this before, and one of the units that the Asakura had were fire rocket troops. I didn't know they had rocket launchers, for lack of a better term. But yeah, take care.